Good morning, doodles. I've got ants crawling over my legs. I'm at the Nightcliff waterfront, walking back after a little jog down here. And I want to give you a different perspective on spirituality this morning. Listening to Sadhguru yarn a bit yesterday, and his description of his description of spirituality is just improving yourself a little bit in this life. He's based on the fact that he sees that we're going to have many chances in this life. You'll improve a little bit each time. And for me, I guess what I see spirituality is just feeling good. Is feeling good. And what I want to say of a different perspective is this. I've talked a lot about lately about owning your desires and going after what you want. A lot of men out there are purposely not chasing money or not chasing women or not chasing the things that really light them up inside because society says they shouldn't, because society says it's bad, because mum says it's bad, or because they're worried what their friends would think or girlfriends would think or whatever. And I think you're missing the point. I just feel like it's missing the point of what is inside you. You know, you've got the drive inside you chasing something, and it's about owning that chase. Otherwise, you're allowing society to make you its bitch. And so I just want you to think about, like David Data talks about this, that men will go through different phases of our life growth, and initially we might chase women, and then we might chase money, and then we might chase a career, and then we might chase, starting a family. And then after all we've completed each of those things, we might go into serving others perhaps, and what people might call a spiritual path, which is like serving people thanklessly. But he says that you won't be, until you achieve the first one, which is say women, until you break that barrier down, then you'll be driven towards to something else. And at each of those points you'll feel a bit lost because you've been chasing something, and then your body no longer craves it. What I'm getting to the point of is to own what your desires are, because money is not a bad thing. Chasing women and sex is a natural drive for us. There's not something to hide away from. It's about owning yourself, and it creates an amazing amount of confidence. Because you can say chase money, even if your family says everyone who's got money is greedy, or everyone, money's the root of all evil, or whatever it is. You can chase money, and if money might be that you want power out of it. It doesn't mean there need to be a good spiritual reason that you're giving back with money. It might be that I feel powerful when I've got money. It might be I feel free when I've got money. It might be I still got secure when I've got money. It might be I'm more confident when I've got money. It gets rid of my stress. But it's owning the reasons why you want something, and then saying, if you can align yourself with it and say, I really want this for this reason, even if that reason might be society says is a bad reason, like having power or feeling powerful, which might not be the best reason, but perhaps you have to go get money for that reason and see if it does make you feel powerful. And once you get there, you might realize, oh, this is not the feeling I was chasing once you're there, but I thought it was going to be. But the only way you'd ever find that out is in action. And really, that's another description for me of spirituality, is just getting into action. It's learning as you go. Because when you're not taking action, it's so easy to get in a mind loop of what may or may not happen and what may or may not be good, but there's no actual way of knowing. You can predict the future as best you can in your mind, but the only way you're really going to know is get into action and find out. And so it's owning your desires for, if you want women, you want money, if you want whatever those guilty pleasures are of yours, that people, inside your mind you say, I shouldn't want this, I can't want this, is to say, I do want it. And so feel into it, know your reasons why, and just because people don't like those reasons doesn't mean you should stop going after it. Now, I'm not saying go out there and hurt people. I'm saying own your reasons. And the way this gets back to spirituality is eventually you'll find that you think money's going to make you feel good, and normally probably you're going to get there and say, oh, it didn't make me feel the way I thought it was going to be. Or it might, and that might be a spiritual growth. And then you might go towards career or business and giving back, whatever. But as you go through each of these layers, eventually you get to the point that the thing that makes you feel the most is probably giving back and helping others at the end of it. But for you to get to that point, you've got to first go through all those challenging, not challenging, you've got to go through those maybe more superficial desires first and realize maybe they're not going to fill you up, or maybe they do. But the only way to find out is to get into action, go find them. Rather than let the society tell you what you should or shouldn't desire, feel into yourself and use yourself as the barometer of what you should and shouldn't desire. If you find something, feel into it, go after it, and find out if it gives you the feeling or not. The only way you'll find out is by going after it, friends, and have the courage to own the reasons why, even if they seem like a bad reason, or a man's reason, a masculine reason, whatever those things are that might be shunned upon in society because it's doing it for the wrong reasons. If it gets you into action, you can learn to be a better man once you get to that point. And if it is for the wrong reasons, you learn there. But sitting back here in the comfort zone, you're not going to learn anything. And you put yourself into a place of stress or depression because you're not taking action that your body's desiring. So have a think about that, friends. Hopefully that serves some of you. Keep it real.